RACE1 has gone international with the Williams Digicel International Race Meet at Bushy Park, Barbados. Some hot highlights after the break. If you want the best motor oil for your vehicle, get Belleville Motor Oil, the official motor oil of RACE1. Easy Pave Rentals provides industrial tools for construction work, building, and commercial landscaping. We offer crowd barricades, drive mowers, tower light, floor sanders, generators, and concrete mixers. We have tools for any size project at reasonable prices. We are open 7 days a week and offer you great weekend specials. Come see us at Easy Pave Rentals. The Williams Digicel International Race Meet, qualifying day. The stage is set. We've got some images from the Saturday of qualifying. We want to get all of this footage out to you, our appreciated viewers. With just about 96 entries from around the Caribbean region, this event was poised to be one big showdown. Cmrc Group 2, Barbados' Edward Corbin. Sean Maloney's Mini. Sammy Cumberbatch and the BMW.
BMW compact last year, and
The Radicals, Mark Maloney, Stuart Maloney, and David Simpson. The introduction of the Joker Lap for the Suzuki Swift Cup. The Mitsubishi Evolution of Christian Budu Singh from Trinidad caught a fire during practice, and the crew worked non-stop to get it ready for qualifying. Cmrc Group 4, the high-powered machines. the Superbikes. Guyana's Steven Vieira was fastest and got pole for race day. Stuart Williams and Barry Mears, both Barbadians, getting in some practice before qualifying. Barbados' Doug Maloney qualified down the order. The reigning CMRC champion, Christian Jeffrey, is second on pole. Mark Maloney was quick and third on pole. Barbados. The Ford Focus, owned and driven by Roger Mears, was fastest around the Bushy Park circuit in 1 minute, 0.427 seconds. Race day. Tensions are up. Final moments to get everything ready. Some of the Caribbean's best circuit drivers descended on the Bushy Park Racing Circuit in St. Philip, Barbados for the third round of the Seaboard Marine Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. Drivers from Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, and the Cayman Islands were all slated to contest the CMRC classes on the day. Hosted by the Bushy Park Motorsports Inc., the event, called the Williams Industries Digicel International, had a packed program with 23 races slated to be contested on the day. On pole for the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Group 2 was Barbados' Neil Thompson, but it was Edward Corbin who was third on the grid that got the best of the starts. Unfortunately, the race was red flagged before the end of the first lap. Let's try that again. On the front row is Neil Thompson and Trinidad's Mark Gill. Mark Gill gets away better this time, and once again it looks as though Edward Corbin has had a good start, but he and Neil Thompson collide. And ouch! Mark Thompson hits Corbin heavily as he was coming from the back of the grid and searching for space. Okay, one more time. Trinidad's Mark Gill is alone on the front grid with Barbados' Tremaine Ford Catwell next in line. Mark Gill gets away, but it's Barbados' Kenrick Husbands on the inside with his Toyota Starlet that gets the best start, moving from 6th to 2nd after the hammer bend. Mark Thompson is third, but he begins to slow ahead of Tremaine Ford Catwell, and Trinidad's Damien Nisbet squeezes on by. So too does Simon Gilmore and Adrian Bailey, but Guyana's Nassim Dufar clips his front. Tremaine Ford Catwell takes a knock and is forced to come to a halt. At the front, Trinidad's Mark Gill is chased by Barbados' Kenrick Husbands, followed by Trinidad's Damien Nisbet, Barbados' Simon Gilmore, Adrian Bailey, Guyana's Nassim Gouffar, and at the back is Celine Dean. Kenrick Husbands looking to make his move on Mark Gill, and the two are inches away from each other, and he makes it stick to move into the lead. Trinidad's Damien Nesbitt is passed by Simon Gilmore. Beached on the side is Barbados' Mark Thompson in his Honda Civic. Also stranded on the side of the track is Tremaine Ford Catwell, but the race belonged to Barbados' Kenrick Husbands, who came from the back of the grid to win. Second was CMRC Group 2 points leader Trinidad's Mark Gill. Some repairs were being done to the Daihatsu Charmant of Tremaine Ford Catwell by his dad. The Trini Posse. Plenty buzz around the Superbikes. We hooked up with the guys on qualifying day.
Steven Vieira, how has it been going?
Actually, they've come out very good and very pleasant.
Top qualifying, did you expect that?
No, I actually top. I was expecting like being the 1 to 5 range, around that. Because the competition is very strong, very, very strong. The Bajan and the Guyanese.
It doesn't look as though this is your normal bike. What are you riding?
I'm riding my manager bike. Look, my manager right here. This is his bike I'm riding. I wanted to sort out my racing bike, so this is why I didn't want to bring it, because it takes a while to go back home. So I wanted to sort my racing bike out, so I just came with this bike. And it's worker pretty good.
So what's the plan for tomorrow?
Plan tomorrow is to win both races, and the last race go at the back and give the fans a thrill.
Chris, you're the fastest Bajan rider. Did you expect it?
No, not at all. Not at all. Cautious 107 with the dampness on the track. But hopefully once it stays dry tomorrow, it'll turn it up a bit.
So how has it been going so far for you?
Oh, but I'm still trying to work out, tweaking with the bike, change some race fuel and stuff. But so far so good.
Fourth on the grid. What's the plan for tomorrow?
All out from start.
All the best.
Thanks, man. Respect.
You're from Trinidad, first time in Barbados. How's it been going?
It's not my first time in Barbados, so first time riding Barbados, so I say last year for the Top Gear Festival. So right now it's real good, and the track amazing because we don't have a track like this in Trinidad. The track have banking, everything the track could possibly need. So for us it's like a really enlightening experience. And just having 2 days to ride and learn the track, so far so good.
So what's the game plan for tomorrow?
Don't lose and come last, or don't fall down, because if I crash the bike, I have to pay for it, and it's not my bike. So fun stuff.
It's been marvelous here at Bushy Park. Can't complain. Everything is top notch at this track.
How did qualifying go?
Qualifying went well. I was able to put on a reasonable time, although it's rental bikes that myself and Luke were using. We did pretty good.
What's the plan for race day?
Race day, come out, do our best, have fun.
Well, all the best.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Guyana's Steven Vieira was on pole for the CMRC Superbikes, and while he got off to a good start, Elliot Vieira, who was second on the grid, had a few problems keeping the front wheel on the ground at the start and was passed by 6 riders before he made it to the hammer bend. A whopping 17 riders started the race, which combined the CMRC Superstock, the BPMSI bikes, Class A and Class B. Leading these two-wheel weapons of speed was Steven Vieira, and second was Matthew Vieira, both from Guyana, followed by Barbados' Chris Brathwaite and Devon McCartney. Despite it not being his regular competition bike, Steven Vieira was still leading comfortably, as Elliot Vieira had finally been able to make it back up to 5th place behind McCartney. But Steven Vieira had been almost a second fast in qualifying, and his pace at the front kept a cushion between him and Matthew Vieira as they both moved away from the field. Coming under pressure for his 3rd place was Chris Brathwaite, as Elliot Vieira continued his charge back up the field after his poor start. And here's how it stands. Steven Vieira leading from Matthew Vieira, followed by Chris Brathwaite and Elliot Vieira, Devon McCartney and Brooke Miller. The battle for 5th was heating up as riders looked for any available space or mistake. Third place was just as intense, with Chris Brathwaite being hunted by Elliot Vieira and his moves marked all the way. Elliot Vieira dives down the inside line and passes Chris Brathwaite under braking and immediately begins to pull away. His next target was 2nd place, which his countryman Matthew Vieira was currently occupying. At the front, the Doc was in operation, carving his way around the track and looking secure in his 1st place. Elliot Vieira managed to track down Matthew Vieira, and as Steven Vieira crosses the line to open his day with an impressive victory, Elliot Vieira overcame a poor start to capture 2nd, while the Guyana shutout was complete with Matthew Vieira placing 3rd. Winner of the first Superbikes race, Guyana's Steven Vieira. Easy Pave Rentals provides industrial tools for construction work, building, and commercial landscaping. We offer crowd barricades, drive mowers, tower light, floor sanders, generators, and concrete mixers. We have tools for any size project at reasonable prices. We are open 7 days a week and offer you great weekend specials. Come see us at Easy Pave Rentals. If you want the best motor oil for your vehicle, get Belleville Motor Oil, the official motor oil of RACE1.
Time for the big boys.
Christian, how's it been going so far?
It's been up and down. I mean, we got a continuous late, so we had limited time to practice, but every session seems to be going in the right direction so far. It seems like the focus is really quick right now, so qualifying, we're hoping to get 1-2, and the more laps we get on track, we try and get the best we can tomorrow.
Kevin Jeffrey, how's it been going so far?
To be honest, I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night, but the car is going good. It's just I have to recover. Just try and get through qualifying, get a good night's sleep, and tomorrow come and have some fun with the big boys.
Why the return to the CMRC racing in Barbados?
Barbados has always been a good hunting ground for me in particular. I always love coming here. This new track is very challenging. The old track was too. The atmosphere here was always good. I mean, of all the countries in the Caribbean, the Bajans are probably the most efficient and professional in terms of organizing racing. It's just in recent years, things have fallen off a little bit. So hopefully it's back on track. Cmrc stays alive. We know you guys have one of the fastest cars in the Focus, and we're here to give it a run, hopefully dethrone it, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon I'm sitting on the top of the throne talking to you guys.
We had the car ready to race from Wednesday, so we've been kind of relaxing a little bit. Had to get it started ready for Barry, obviously the SX4 engine didn't make it back. And then today, same thing, kind of in a relaxed mood. We did some practicing, no problems with the car. The times looked real good. Went faster than they thought it was going to go. So feeling confident.
What's the game plan for tomorrow?
Well, hopefully we'll go and do qualifying. If everything goes to plan, I will be on pole, and same thing happened last year. I was on pole, and I was hoping for some good, nice racing last year, but that didn't work out. So hopefully this year, will be a little bit different.
All the best.
Thanks.
Well, we haven't had a lot of time on the track yet, but so far everything's holding together. We've put in a new box and a rebuilt engine, so we've run them in and so on. But we're just kind of waiting to really get the feel. We have to wait and see how the weather is as well. But we just want to come home in one piece and try to put our best foot forward and have a good race.
Paul Vieira, how's it been going?
Very good, very good. The car is working amazing today.
How does the track look to you?
Oh, I love the track. I mean, words cannot describe how nice this track is, man. It's fun to drive, a lot of fun to drive it. Smooth, it looks safe to me, so there's nothing to complain about here.
The entire aim this weekend, our goal is to rack up as much points possible because we're in a championship. A lot of these guys are missing a lot of races, so we have a lot of points. We're leading right now, but in the series now there's allowed you're allowed to drop 3 races, so 3 of your worst races. So you got to race all the way to the end, and hopefully this weekend comes out fruitful.
And everyone was trying to get the best position to watch. On pole was Roger Mears, and we took a look through his back glass at the field. Beside Mears on the front row was Guyana's Christian Jeffrey, while the second row was Mark Maloney and Trinidad's Christian Budusing. As they form up for the rolling start, it is Christian Jeffrey who gets the jump on Mears, as Budusing moves into third and Kevin Jeffrey fourth. Kevin Jeffrey slides out, but luckily everyone gets around safely. It seems as though Christian Jeffrey's lead is going to be short-lived as Roger Mears dives down the inside of his Mitsubishi Evolution with the Ford Focus to go into the lead. On board with Christian Jeffrey. Mears immediately begins to pull away with Jeffrey second and Budusing third. Fourth is Mark Maloney, who is being chased by Stuart Williams. They're followed by Doug Maloney and Barry Mears. Christian Jeffrey had been mere split seconds off the time set by Roger Mears in qualifying, and one expected that they may have been closer on race day, but the gap keeps getting wider. The battles now lay for second and fourth. Budusing had been lucky at free practice just before qualifying when his car caught fire, but the marshals were able to extinguish it before any major damage, and now he's fighting for third, riding along with Mark Maloney, who has his rearview mirror full of Stuart Williams. Some sections of the track still had water on them, which made for very tricky conditions to drive in. All alone was Roger Mears, who looked assured of a victory. Points leader heading into the third round of the Seaboard Marine Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. Christian Jeffrey was second in the race, followed by Christian Budusing. Stuart Williams diving down the inside of Mark Maloney for fourth. Seems like this is how it's going to end, with no one within striking distance of each other. Mears leads from Jeffrey and Budusing. Williams trying to open some kind of gap between himself and Mark Maloney. Mark Maloney fights back, and Williams takes the cautious approach through the water. But then, the Mazda RX-3 slows dramatically a few corners later. Also developing problems was Budu Singh, who was running third in the race. And it seems Roger Mears also has a problem with his car, as Christian Jeffrey closes significantly. Jeffrey goes around the outside, but though Mears tries to defend it, it's clear all was not well with the car, and Jeffrey passes him to assume the lead on the last lap. Jeffrey goes on to win as Mears limps home to second place, but it was later found out that his front differential was destroyed. More racing, more CMRC Round 3, more action from Bushy Park, next time on Race 1.